Okay, so I'm just gonna go through things that I like to go through, right? So I'm in my garage right now and I'm looking around at things like these empties, right? Energy drink, protein shake, energy drink. So I paid someone else. I paid in Monopoly for these, right? Starbucks, Red Bull, the gas stations, whatever. Like, I'm not changing any individual human's life for the better by drinking these. I could change it out with this alternative. This alternative gives me clean energy, it gives me sustainability, it gives me income, and it gives other people income that I love, know in real life, and want to support their business and their life because they're growing their business, selling these products to build a life that they love, a life where they're present with their children that they adopted. And they adopted these children because they had the money from selling these products. This is a protein shake. This is an energy drink. And they generously shared these products with me. And I am addicted to Starbucks. I am not making any claims I will stop going to Starbucks because half of the trash in this room right now is from Starbucks. Like, point in case. I am not saying I will ever stop, but I am saying even if I replaced a few of those with a few of my own, that could change my life. Also, these are so good. I've been craving one and I'm trying hard not to drink it right now that it's in my hand because it's late at night. And I just need to record these so I can get them out of me and I can go to sleep. But I have been processing a lot of shame. Tonight, I was at an event with some mentors of mine. And as they were talking, I took pages of notes. And a lot of what I was processing was a lot of the shame I carry from trying before and failing. And so many of the quotes reminded me today that those who succeed in life don't get to miss out on failure. They actually just fail faster and get over it faster. It's kind of like that quote that, like, in boxing, it's not about how many times you get hit, but it's about how many times you get up after being hit, right? So the best boxers aren't people that never get hit in the boxing ring. They're the people that can get hit the hardest and get back up and keep swinging, right? Like the Mike Tysons of the world. I don't know if he's still a good quote, whatever. But the best at anything, think of Michael Jordan, think of Kobe. They aren't the best just because they're the best. They're the best because they put the most reps in. They're the best because they've lost the most games. They've missed the most shots, but they've taken them and they've gotten the best coaching in the world and they've gotten the right team members around them. And if I was an 8th grader and I told Michael Jordan, I don't hang out with certain people, I don't eat certain foods, I don't do certain things, and I work out an hour and a half every single day, no matter what, and I shoot a certain amount of baskets every single day, no matter what, Michael Jordan would tell you, awesome, do a little more. But all of your friends at 13, 14, 15, 16 are going to call you crazy. Maybe even your family, right? But the best at what you want to do will understand you. And people that are above you will never call you crazy for trying to go from here to here. But people that are below you will always call you crazy from trying to go from here to here because it doesn't make sense to them, right? Just like people moving from the E quadrant to the S quadrant. When you want to move from the S to the B, they're like, you just moved from E to S. Like, that, stop. Just stay there. And I think there's some validity to getting good at what you're doing, right? Putting in the reps to become the best at something. And then I think there's also a validity in maybe what the rep is and the best of what I'm trying to become is me. Like, that's a concept. And it's a concept that one of the things I wrote today is that your life is a blank canvas, right? So maybe you can see all these things that are up here. You can hear all the things that I just said. But all of that will be wiped away. This is your life every single day. Every single day, you live life and things get written into the storybook of your life. And today I did things that a lot of people told me I shouldn't do. I worked on 2 new businesses. And a lot of people told me even this week that I should not try to do more things. And then there were people that told me I should absolutely do all of those things, right? But what I'm learning to trust is what I'm telling me, what I believe about me, what I believe about my life. Okay? So if we start here, and we're trying to go here, people that are here can throw you a rope. They can throw you a rope and say, hey, I see you down there, and I used to be there, and now I'm here. Would you like me to show you how to go from here to here? And many people here will hear that and say, no thanks. Are they wrong for telling them that? No. Like, they were here. And then they got here. And when they see people here that they think might want to go there, and they say, hey, I was there, and now I'm here. Do you want me to tell you this? People can say no. People can say, actually, I want to go this way. Right? That was a weird smiley face, but they have that right. They can say, I'm here, and they can hear this, and they can hear this, and they can say, I want to go that way, I want to go that way. Right? And then this is a ladder. It's kind of like chutes and ladders. And so you have options, right? If you are right here and you want to go here, you need to find someone who has gotten from here to here, right? That's the fastest way. You can try to figure it out on your own. But if you try to figure it out on your own, you're most likely gonna look kind of like this. I don't know if you can see that. It's like very squiggly, crazy. It's not a very straightforward path. Let's see if I can get this back straight. But if you ask them and you say, hey, thanks for seeing me where I'm currently at and offering to help me get where I want to go, could you actually come down here to where I'm at today and give me a step-by-step plan to get to where you are? They can probably say, yeah. Find people that want to say yes. For instance, us, we found people that are here and said, hey, I see you here. And I see that you want to get here. And I see that you could take this path that we took, right? It took us years and ups and downs and upside downs and twisty-loos. But because we did that, and then we got around other people that are higher than us, they told us, hey, you actually didn't have to go over here, then up here, then down here. You could have just gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what took them 100 steps could take you 10. Right? And I am so grateful that the people here saw me and gave me a roadmap to help me get there faster. There are a lot of people in this world that do not care. They just want to make their own way. And that's fine. That's great. I'm someone that I want to do everything I do fast. The fastest way to get something you want is find someone who's got it and ask them to teach you the way, right? So today, this ladder I am talking about and these mentors that we are here and we want to get to where they are, they run a business called Amway. Amway is a multi-level marketing direct sales company. That has a lot of bad reputations, but it also has a lot of good, and it's made so many millionaires, right? So like, I have a lot of people in my life that would say, don't do that, but they're here. I'm not saying I'm better than them and they're worse than me. It's just a fact. They're pink, I'm orange, right? They're just different. One's not better or less than the other. But these people have more of what I want in my future than these people have. Okay? And so these people, even with their purest intentions, if they're honestly happy or not where they are, if they love you, they're going to try to tell you how to get to where they are. Because we really only know the path we've walked or the paths of others that we've heard and we've learned from. That's why leaders are readers, because you can speed up your success in life by reading other people's stories and learning their ladder instead of your chaotic journey. So I can go through this chaotic journey over 20 years and I can learn these lessons, or I can read someone else's book that took them 60 years to learn of their life, and then they wrote it, and I can learn their 60 years of wisdom in like 4 hours of an audiobook. It's pretty cool. Anyways, Amway is a multi-level marketing direct sales company. So the way a big business works is, I'm not trying to be careful of the colors I'm using. A big business has warehouses, and then they have sales teams. Who are employees, right? So think of like Walmart. Walmart makes products and then they put them in their big warehouse stores, and they have all this distribution, and then they have a sales team. And so not just like the sales team you might think of like the cashiers. Like the cashiers at Walmart aren't really the sales team. The sales teams are the marketers, the people who make the like ads, the people who make the commercials, the people who make the, I don't know, a lot of things. The people who go to an office and their title is sales for that company, right? And they might literally never use the product. It's kind of like, I heard this story once that this woman, she was really influential in the finding of cell phones. And a mentor of mine, Glennon Doyle, you can be mentored by people by reading their book. Anyways, so I call her a mentor of mine. She is a great life mentor of mine. She's greatly changed my life. She talks about meeting this woman who made cell phones. And she said, I'm so glad I could ask you, at what age did you give your daughter a cell phone? And she said, I'd never give my daughter a cell phone. She's like, oh, so what you create and what you sell, you don't believe in. She was like, I believe in the good power of it, but I also know the toxic. And so I wouldn't sell it to people I love. There are people that can go sell you things they don't believe in. I guarantee there's someone that works for a cigarette company in advertising. I actually met someone once and he was driving us to the airport and he was like, yeah, this is my second job. I said, what do you do for your first job? And he said, oh, I work in sales and advertising for cigarette companies. And I said, oh, do you love smoking cigarettes? And he said, absolutely not. I have to, in every advertisement that I put in a paper, in an article, online, on a website, on a commercial, I have to put in there now legally how dangerous cigarettes are. I would never smoke cigarettes. And I said, you spend 40 hours a week at a job promoting a product you don't believe in. And he said, yeah. I'm not calling that guy bad. I'm not calling a company bad. I just like that in multi-level marketing, you are selling products you actually believe in. And so they make the product, you buy the product, you sell the product. You sell a product you actually believe in. And I like that. And I worked through a lot of shame tonight because I have tried so many multi-level marketing companies because I really believe in the multi-level marketing model. I really like it, honestly. It creates time freedom. It creates location freedom. It creates generational wealth. It creates legacy. It gives you a way to make global impact instead of just local impact. It gives you literally everything I want in life, right? So many things I want in life for me and for my children and for my wife. Now I'm sitting at the precipice of jumping on and working the steps of building a business with this company called Amway. They are really the OGs in the multi-level marketing space. They were, I don't know if they were really the first, but they're the first on the scene. They are one of the longest. They've been in business for longer than 40 years. Not knowing these very things used to prevent me from starting. And what's different now is now I've read enough books on success to know success leaves clues. And this is me leaving breadcrumbs of clues to myself and just committing. Success loves action. Success loves speed. And so I'm not even eating dinner. I came home from a 3-hour meeting where I took pages of notes and I told my wife, I love you. And we're different, right? Not bad. Not right or wrong, just different. And so she comes home from a 3-hour meeting and is like, I'm exhausted, I'm overwhelmed, and I need to rest. And I was like, that's great. I am amped up, on fire, and I need to create. And all of us are different. And I was just like, before I even eat my dinner, I don't even really want to go inside. I just want to go to the manifestation portal and create. And so here I am creating because I've learned enough, reading enough books of very successful people in life, in love, in finance, in business. And I want to be a very successful person in all 6 pillars of my life. And so I'm taking action. I'm taking action today. And I've also learned enough about myself that the number one way I truly process something is by teaching it and by speaking it. And I don't fully process things until I speak them out loud. But there's a fear of speaking things out loud that aren't right. I don't know what year Amway was incorporated. And that used to trip me up from saying I can't say something like that because what if I'm wrong? Well, I was a Christian pastor that preached people were going to hell for homosexuality. And now I'm an openly gay woman that helps queer people heal from religious trauma. So I've done a lot of healing work around the fact that what if I'm wrong? It used to stop me from everything. And now I'm like, what if I'm wrong? If I'm wrong, like, then I'll learn different and then I'll do different. Like, once you learn better, do better. Like, that's all anyone can ever do in this life. And if you're so scared of being imperfect or you're so scared of being wrong that you never start, like, you will live your life crippled, in fear, never really freaking living. Like, there's this trend right now on Instagram where it's like, I almost forgot that this was the point. And it's like this trend of videos of people just like relaxing, or people loving their spouses, or people snuggling their babies while their babies take a contact nap on them and the dishes pile up in the sink. Like, this is the point, is loving and living, and everything else is just freaking filler. And like being freaking present. And one of the mentors in the business that's like, it's a husband and wife couple in this business that we are being mentored by. And he's mentored me in a lot of other businesses too, which is really cool. He's mentored me in real estate. Oh my God, I'm looking at a box of all of my trash of Starbucks. But frick, I forgot my train of thought. This happens to me a lot. So I'm just going to go to my notes because this was a video of me going over my notes. So, Wellness Beauty Home. Do you buy products that are wellness products? Do you buy energy products? Do you buy protein? Do you buy shakes? Do you buy pre-workout? Do you buy any of those things? Do you buy beauty products? Do you buy face wash? Do you buy lotions? Do you buy sunscreens? Do you buy makeup? Do you buy hair products? Do you buy shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, hand soap, lotion? Like, the answer is yes. Like, if you live in America or somewhere around the world, like, the answer is yes. You are buying these things weekly, monthly, quarterly, daily, right? Are you buying clean, pure, plant-powered things that like are made from the earth to go in humans' bodies? If you are, amazing. If you're not buying pure, clean, plant-powered things that are actually made to go in humans' bodies, not toxic chemicals that can kill us, not made from other animals' products that were made for other animals, not for humans, then why not? So I am buying these things anyways. Why not buy from me and small business owners instead of from a monopoly like Walmart or Walgreens, when I could buy from people that have a goal to serve more people, to love their families more, and to build more small businesses, to employ more people that they actually know, like, and love. That's what I wrote. Why would I feel shame about trying everything I can to build the life I dream of having? Should I feel shame for building the life that I believe I'm worthy of having? That's just like a really deep question. No. The answer is no. And once again, anyone that is here will cheer you on. Anyone that is here will shame you on. These will encourage you. These will shame you. I don't want their life. I don't want their house. I don't want their cars. I don't want their time freedom. I don't want their location freedom. I don't want their bank accounts. I don't want their marriages. I don't want so many of the things they have. So why do I let their negative energy about what these people are doing keep me from becoming these people? If these people do have the bank accounts, the marriages, the families, the family fun days, the intentionality. These people, we were texting the wife the other day and we're in a group message and she said, sorry, the kids are spending time with their dad learning emotional regulation right now. Those are freaking parents I want to learn from, okay? And they are present and they get to go to every school event and they get to go to, once their kids start playing sports, they'll be present in every single one of them. I already know it. And they adopted their kids, which adoption is really important to my wife and I. We want to adopt children. And we're pregnant with our first right now. And man, if you are a parent, you know that drive of like, I want to give my children everything. And My wife is 4 weeks and 4 days pregnant with our first baby, and I can't even eat dinner because I'm so motivated to give my children everything, right? And that's not just money, but money buys options, money buys freedom, money buys time. And if one of my other mentors, Tony Robbins, says, if you don't believe money can buy happiness, you haven't given enough of it away. And I want to own healing retreat centers all around the world. I want to own properties all around the world where people come to heal, to retreat, to rejuvenate their life, their marriage, their parenting, their relationships with their children. Like, I want to heal generations. I want to heal continents. And like, you have to be some level of crazy to make something like that happen. You have to be some level of crazy to even believe, like to even have a vision like that. You have to be crazy to dress the way I dress, to talk the way I talk, to dye my hair the ways I dye my hair. So like, I am just constantly leveling up and to go for Miss Colorado, and I'm looking at my Miss Colorado sash over there. I'm constantly leveling up my crazy. I looked at my wife the other day and I said, should I change my Instagram handle to Crazy Kaylee? Because so many people call me crazy for doing so many things. And it used to really stop me. And like, quite frankly, now it just fuels me. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm crazy. Like, I'm the good kind of crazy. And I'm crazy enough to believe that if this dream is in me, it is for me. Amber Lillystrom says this: if it is in you, it is for you. If the dream is in you, it is for you. And the dream is in me to go from here to here and to build an Amway business. And so I'm not going to let the people who they like are like, oh, Amway, yeah, not for me. They're not bad. They're not wrong. It's just not for them. Like, they tell me their jobs. I don't want to work a single one of their jobs. Like, one of my friends is a therapist, and I freaking got a degree in therapy, and I thought I would be a therapist, and I'm like, no thanks, can't do it. Like, not interested. So grateful you're a therapist. It's not the path for me. If she tried to convince me to be a therapist, I'd be like, no thanks. I want to be your friend, but I don't want to be a therapist. And so like, we're going to go about building our Amway business in a way that like, if people are like, yeah, thanks for telling me about it, it's not for me, I'll be like, awesome. Just like your job is not for me, my job does not need to be for you. But if my job can give you freedom and money and products that I actually think can help you, it would like really be rude of me not to share it, you know? So I'm going to share, and you can tell me no, and that's great. And I am building this from a place of abundance, from a belief that money is not scarce, from an understanding that what is meant for me will come to me. And people think that my like 7 things that I do are bad, right? I think that I really do 4 things. And then 4, 5, 6. This is like really, these are portals, that like, money is energy, right? And so here's green money frequency flowing through the data waves. Think about it. Whoa. Swear I'm sober and I just fell over. This is like green energy waves. And like, think about it. Like, literally there is like a bank here. And then this is crazy. When I got into real estate and I realized like how wire transfer started working, and I'm like, you just are like sending money through the air, and someone like pops a hole in it, and then money comes down to them, and it's like, whoa. And they're like popping a portal in the space-time continuum of money and the 5D realm and the 8D dynamics and all of these things, that it is it's so big and it's so grand. And like, I used to call these people crazy too. I used to call gay people crazy. I used to like, because I didn't know. Like, I didn't have the freedom to believe in the life that I wanted. I didn't have the freedom to believe in the marriage that I wanted. And now that I have the freedom, I want it for other people. And I am finally strong enough in who I am and where I'm going, and have walked through enough and have sat through with enough like true plant medicines to know who I am and where I'm going, and be okay with the fact that it makes sense to absolutely no one but myself. Even my wife, sometimes she's like, maybe sleep on it and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Like, she's my biggest cheerleader. She is in this with me. We are going all the way together. Like, but at first it sounds crazy. And I finally am just like, I'm okay with that. Like, you might want to go to a disco every once in a while, but like, my life is a never ending spinning disco. And people will come and want to work with you, and people won't. Today, I had a client. I actually haven't even finished reading the message because it feels painful still. Even though I'm working so hard to release these things, messaged me that I've been working with for a while and was really counting as a closing for next month. Messaged me that they're actually going to work with someone else that is more suited for their personality, because they're very type A, and they didn't feel like I was giving them every single detail and broken down analysis that they needed. That is still a tough pill to swallow. However, it's true. I'm not a type A analytical person. I'm a intuitive feeler, and I feel into things, and that works great for the people I work with. And there are people that I don't work great with. Like, it's not my skill set, and quite frankly, I don't want it to be. And my one thing that I'm putting reps in is being me, is learning how to speak, because that's what I want to do, is learning how to share these things that I do. And so this one is Amway. You can be a customer or an independent business owner. And so there's two different legs that you can go with there. This is the Property Wives. And within the Property Wives is our real estate team, but then a subset of it is our podcast and brand. And then this is financial strategy. And this is, quite frankly, I don't know right now. I'm a little tired, and this is just me processing it. And I don't have all the perfect answers yet. And this is me practicing not needing to. Why should I feel shame about everything, about trying to do everything I can to build the dream I love of having? I don't have normal people dreams, and that doesn't make me better. It just makes me different. I saw this product and I thought you might love it, right? Like, I was telling my friend today how I was craving this protein shake, and she was like, what protein shake? And I said, well, I'm craving this one, but I can't get this one right now because I need to get my business set up and order it and so get it on auto ship to my house. And my mentors sent me home with a whole box of them because they're amazing. So I went to the store and I bought this one. This one was still a good one. I still liked it. It was still good. It served the purposes. But I could go to the store and buy one of these for like, I think it was $8 every day because they have to cover the business costs. Or I could pay myself and buy from my own store these. And so it just does make sense. And I can't go to this store and wait for one of these to be made every day. I can open my fridge, grab one of these, throw it in my purse, and between showings, drink it. It's a full meal replacement protein shake that actually tastes good. I've tried a lot of other ones, especially plant-based ones. I don't do dairy. And so a lot of them have whey protein, or a lot of them have dairy isolate in them. And those make me not feel great, so I don't do them. You're just trying to sell me so you make money. Yeah, and so you get a good product. Every store you buy something from is selling you a product so that they make money. Every single store you buy something from is selling you a product so they make money. I'm doing nothing wrong by selling you a product that I believe is a good product so that you have something you actually like and I make money. I no longer have shame about that. When I sell you a house, I make money and I don't have shame about that because I sell you a house in a non-sleazy way, and I'm going to sell you Amway in a non-sleazy way, in the fact that I'm just going to share it. And if you say it's not for you, it's like I take clients as a realtor to houses, to a lot of houses. I would say like you show a client like 3 to 30 houses. That's like a wide range, but I've shown some like 50 and I've shown some 2 before they buy a house with me. And that's not right or wrong. The person found the right house after 2 and the person found the right house after 50. And the person who I showed 50 houses to actually isn't that happy with their house. And the person I showed 2 houses to is so happy with their house, just in the last year. I'm not bad or wrong for the fact that it took one person 2 times of seeing houses before they decided to buy a house. And I'm not bad or wrong that it took someone 50 times of seeing something before they were ready to buy. So some people will tell me no 50 times before they buy one of these products and then they'll buy. Some people will, not that I'm going to ask them 50 times, but they'll see it. And some people will use someone else. Like I had friends that sold Arbonne in college, and I tried it and I didn't like it. But then I saw the time freedom and the money freedom and the fuck it freedom that this girl, Lacey Dilworth, had. And I was like, I want that. I want what she has. So I bought all this stuff from Arbonne again. And again, I didn't like it. Like I don't like the way the protein tastes. I don't like the fizz. I don't like the greens. And so I couldn't sell it. Like it felt like a sleazy salesman for me to sell something I actually did not like. But Lacey actually likes it, so she sells it and she's great at it, and it's giving her more time freedom, it's giving her more travel, it's making her a better mom, it's making her a better business person, it's giving her fulfillment. And I think she's a fucking badass, and if you like Arbonne products, you should probably go buy them from Lacey Dilworth, because I think she's a fucking badass human being. But I had a friend in college who sold it, and I was like, I just can't buy it from you because I think it's disgusting. And she was probably a little sad that I went and bought it from someone else. Just like when I show people houses and then they use a different realtor, I'm a little sad. But like, I'm not bitter. I don't hate the other realtor and I don't hate those people. Like, what is meant to me is going to come and it will not pass me over. And I truly believe that. And what is meant for you will come and it will not pass you over. What is meant for you will come to you when you do the right steps and you open yourself up to it and you work your fucking ass off for it. Okay? Guess what? You've aged since listening to this video. This video, if you're still listening, power to you, is 38 minutes and 9 seconds as of right now. You have aged 38 more minutes of your life. And you might be like, yeah, wow, I should probably get off this video now of you just randomly ranting about random things. If you think that, awesome. If you want to stay for more because you found value in it, awesome. Like, it doesn't matter because I'm actually doing this for me, but I'm just posting it online on the off chance it helps someone else because it's helping me. And as it's helping me process this, it's giving me more and more freedom and more passion and more drive to help so many more people. And so I have no doubt in my mind that I will help more and more people. And I will get freer and freer. So if you hate this video and you leave hate comments, that doesn't bother me anymore. Like, because it's not about you. Like, cool, you hate me. Awesome. Have a good life. Like, sorry you hate me. Sorry you spend time hating strangers on the internet that you don't know, because that means that like all of us are just reflections and mirrors. And it means that like you're stuck in an area I'm free and so you resent me. Or it means that like I'm just not meant for you. Like the realtors that don't use me don't make me bad and don't make them bad. We're just not a good fit. And like if they see a house, there's not necessarily anything wrong with the house if they don't like it. It's just not a good fit for them, right? So like we have a lot of ways that people can work with us. And if you don't want financial strategy, but you want a house, awesome. If you want shakes, but you never want to build a business, awesome. If you want this, but you never want this, awesome. If you just want to buy hoodies from our merch booths at Pride events because you love spreading love over hate, awesome. And you don't want to buy a house and you don't want to do anything else, awesome. If you just follow us on social media because you like our dancing videos and you don't want to watch any of my other videos, that's fucking awesome. Like, let them. Let you, let me. Okay? You've aged since listening to this video. So why are you not protecting your face? Are you wearing sunscreen? If you're not and you need good sunscreen products, Amway has some. I learned about them tonight. Am I an expert on it? No. Could I pitch them perfectly? No. Do I know that they're out there? Yes. Has there been a lot of research that a lot of sunscreens are super actually toxic for you? Yes. It's kind of one of those things like people are just doing the best they know until they know better, then they do better, right? Like everyone's lathering their kids in sunscreen and then like research comes out that sunscreen could actually be somehow toxic. And so now moms are like, well, frick, what do I do? Like, do I give my kid skin cancer? Or do I give them a different kind of cancer? Because there's carcinogens in most sunscreens. Like, it's crazy. And like, there's probably women that have made their whole life about changing the sunscreen industry because of an experience they went through, right? That's like experience A, experience B. They go through something that changes them and then they turn around and they want to change other people. I am going through things that change me every single day. My wife even is like, you listen to so much stuff. I listen to at least 5 people's life stories a week. If that's in a one-to-one, if that's in a book, if that's in a podcast, if that's in a, like, I literally wake up and then I start playing something and I listen to motivation. So if I have to wake up at 6:30, for instance, or to 6 to get to my workout, I set my first alarm for 5:30. And then I listen to either a motivational book or a podcast or a Daily Fire or something so that before my feet hit the floor, I've already been a better version of me than when I woke up for the first time, right? And I developed that habit in one of the deepest depressions of my life. When every bridge I drove over, I was like, should I drive off of this bridge and kill myself? And so I rolled over and I listened to the Bible. I was in a process of really trying to be like, do I kill myself and die and go to hell because I'm gay? Or do I go to hell because I killed myself? Or do I just trust that when God told me his love was unconditional and that Jesus told me his love was unconditional, that the divine being of love that exists, love for me was unconditional no matter who I loved on this earth, and that maybe someone along the way got this story wrong about hell and homosexuality. And so I was in the deepest depression of my life. And so before I could literally force myself to get out of bed, and no one else knew this, I was like a pastor, I was waitressing, I was thriving on the outside, and I was wanting to die every day on the inside. But I was really celebrated. I was really celebrated in the church because I was a really great suffering servant. I really believed I was unworthy if I wasn't working and if I wasn't serving and if I wasn't changing someone's life. And I think in some ways I still just do that now under a different name, under a different guise. But I think like ascended masters and people that are sent here to change the world, we feel that because there's people that are sent here for different missions, right? Like, and I think I was sent here to really like shake some shit up. And like that kind of sucks on some days because like you have to shake your whole freaking life up every single time you get it figured out. And people are like, why are you doing this again? And I'm like, because I was put here to do it. Like, I don't really want to change again. I don't really want to evolve again. But there's something in me that I cannot stop. No matter how much inner child healing I do, the inner child in me is like, yeah, you were made for this. Like, stop listening to people telling you to slow down or stop or change. We actually were made for this. And every great musician, every world changer, every political activist, every politician in some sort of a way, every spiritual master, the Gandhis, the Nelson Mandelas, the Muhammads, the greatest athletes of all time, the Tom Brady's, the like love them or hate them, think they're good or bad. Like they were great at what they were great at. And they had to continuously evolve. Like you don't make change if you're not willing to change. And these are all really just, once again, things to me. What if I sold this product, like the Pursuit of Happiness? I work for Amway as a sales rep. Like my mom was a sales rep for Sprint back in the day. My mom told me that she would wake up and get dressed, get her children to school, and then drive through LA traffic to the office by 7:30 a.m. to have people check out her outfit. Heels required. And then she would have to go talk to 50 people and try to sell the product. And then she would have to report back and turn in her 50 business cards she got from businesses and people. And then she would go home and feed her kids and have an hour or two with them after she got through traffic and got home and fed them dinner. And then she'd put them to bed and she'd wake up and she'd do it all over again. By the time I was in elementary school, my mom was, her sales territory, she worked for a different company, but her sales territory was Asia, Latin America, and Europe, which is freaking badass and amazing. My mom scaled the ladder that like, she wasn't just like over Colorado or over a district or over a region. My mom was over like nations, like continents. Like my mom is a badass and she still is. And she still works like a freaking wow, around the clock. Oh, here's some more products that I love. Eucora helps vaginal infections. No one paid me to do that. They're never going to give me a dime for doing it. These are two other products at Amway that I have not tried yet, but I think are cool. So instead of like, this is the strawberry kiwi energy drink, but if you don't have time to carry this around, you can just carry this and then put it in water and it becomes this. How cool is that? They're like health shooters. How cool. I love it. Yeah, then I have business cards. We want to help the property wives. Our slogan is we want to help you find and fund your dream life. So what's your dream life? I just want to help you get there. And that's where I'm going to end this video.